Good evening. It's now 6 o'clock, so I'll open the public hearing pursuant to Section 859A of the General Municipal Law. This is the Allegheny County Industrial Development Agency. Project beneficiary is Running Supply Incorporated. Project location is Town of Wellsville, Village of Wellsville, Allegheny County, New York. Date is August 8, 2022, and it's 6 p.m. I'm at the David A. H. Library on North Main Street in the Town of Wellsville. I will now go back to my computer so I can follow through and make sure everything is running right, but my opening remarks will then be without me in the forefront. Good evening. My name is Dr. Craig R. Clark, and I'm the Executive Director of Allegheny County Industrial Development Agency. In connection with the project, which is the subject of this public hearing on August 8th. Today I'm holding this public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the agency with the project for the benefit of Running Supply Incorporated, State of Minnesota Business Corporation, the company. The proposed project consists of the following: the acquisition of interest in an approximately 7.2 acre parcel of land located on 121 Bolivar Road in the Town of Wellsville, Village of Wellsville, Allegheny County, New York, together with an existing approximately 94,077 square foot building located there on the facility, the renovation and reconstruction of the facility and the required improvements, the acquisition, installation thereof of related fixtures, machinery, equipment, and other personal property on that land. All of the foregoing to be owned and operated by the company as a retail commercial space and other directly and indirectly related activities. The granting of certain financial assistance within the meaning of Section 85-4-14 of the Act with respect to the foregoing, including potential exemptions from certain sales and use taxes, real property taxes, real estate transfer taxes, and mortgage recording taxes, collectively called the financial assistance. The lease with an obligation to purchase or sale of the project facility of the company or such other person or may be designated by the company and agreed upon by the agency. I intend to provide general information on the agency, general authority, and public purpose to provide assistance on this proposed project. I will then open the comment period to receive comments from all present who wish to comment on either the proposed project or the financial assistance contemplated by the agency, including the online chat. However, before discussing the general information and opening the hearing for public comments, I'd like to first describe the details regarding the proposed project. The estimated cost of proposed projects are equal to approximately $3,440,000, and the estimated benefits being considered by the agency are described there as follows: sales tax exemption of $100,000, mortgage recording tax exemption up to $12,500 if taken, and real property tax exemptions of $1,298,490. The provisions of Chapter 1030 of Laws of 1969 of New York, consulting Title I of Article 18-A, the General Municipal Law, Chapter 24 of the Consolidated Laws of New York, as amended in Chapter 99 of the 1973 Laws of the State of New York, as amended, codified as Section 906A of said General Municipal Law, collectively called the Act, authorize the agency to promote, develop, encourage, and assist in acquiring, construction, reconstruction, improving, maintaining equipment, and furnishing of manufacturing, warehousing, research, commercial, and industrial facilities, among others. Pursuant to Section 85-A of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York, prior to the agency providing any financial assistance of more than $100,000 in any project, the agency, among other things, must hold a public hearing. Since the proposed financial assistance to be provided by the agency with respect to the proposed project may exceed $100,000, then prior to providing any financial assistance, we have to have a public hearing on the nature and location of the project facilities and the proposed financial assistance provided by the agency. After consideration of the application received by the company, the members of the agency adopted a resolution on July 14th, 2022, authorizing the executive director of the agency to conduct a public hearing in respect to the proposed project pursuant to section 85(9)(a) of the Act. The executive director of the agency caused notice of this public hearing to be mailed on July 19th, 2022 to the Chief Executive Officer of Allegheny County, Town of Wellsville, Village of Wellsville, and the Wellsville Central School District. Published on July 22nd, 2022 in the Spectator, a newspaper of general circulation. In addition, the executive director of the agency caused notice of this public hearing to be posted on July 19th, 2022 on the agency's website. Copies of the public hearing are available to the public. Now, unless there's any objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of the public hearing. Instead, request the full text of the notice of the public hearing be inserted into the record of this public hearing. The comment received today in this public hearing will be presented to the member of the agency at or prior to the meeting in which the members of the agency will consider whether to approve the undertaking of the proposed project by the agency for the financial assistance in excess of $100,000. The notice of this public hearing indicated that written comments could be addressed to Craig R. Clark, Executive Director of the agency, and no written comments have been received by the agency prior to the public hearing. I'll now open the public hearing for public comment at 6:06. And by way of operating rules, if you wish to make a public comment, please raise your hand and we'll call on you. Please wait to be recognized, and once recognized, state your name and address for the record. I will now ask if there are anyone in attendance who wishes to comment on either the nature and location of the project or the proposed financial assistance being contemplated by the agency with respect to the proposed project. For the record, please state your name as we mentioned. Are there any comments from the public? And at this time, there is one public member who's now on our live stream. Gary Barnes, legislator, do you have any comments?
None.
Appreciate you showing up. So with that, we will keep the public hearing open until, as we mentioned, 6:15 in case someone else shows up or someone chats on the website. Other than that, we will record the public hearing minutes as noted, and we'll see how that goes. We'll be open for another 7 minutes unless someone shows up in the meantime. I'll ask it one more time. Are there any last questions regarding the, this IDA hearing, Gary?
No further questions.
Okay. If not, we will, so if there's no further comments, I'll now close the public hearing at 6:15 p.m. and thank you for attending, and we'll get the short minutes out, which are primarily my reading of what the project was. Other than that, we're done.
Okay.
So that'll be